for me, I want to be a mom. So that's important to me, right? But I want a family, not just kids. Otherwise I can adopt. Obviously I can financially afford it. Yeah. But and I want that family dynamic.
You want the traditional household.
I want the traditional household. Will it look like tradition? Maybe not.
Right.
I think for me, being a successful woman, the biggest thing has been, and the biggest conversation with my father and I and my uncle Montel is, Shy, what if you make more than him? Are you okay with that? Because there was a time where I wasn't okay with it. And now I've gotten to a place where I do so well, you know, that I'm saying, well, if he does make a little less, but he can't,
so you
but
get
he
a
can
bus
provide.
driver and a janitor a shot.
You know, if the janitor owns a janitorial company.
Oh, see, now he got to own the whole damn company.
But this
he
is the
can't
thing.
just be a good
Let me
janitor.
say this.
This statement, I'm definitely going with Nick on this one. You can say I'm choosing sides if you want to, but why does it have to be a janitor that owns his own janitorial service, right? If you're a janitor, right, more than likely you're not going to be owning your own janitorial service. To each his own. Everybody has preferences. Everybody has a type, you know. You know, Dr. Bryant, she says she wants to be married. She want to have a family and everything like that. I don't feel like her expectations are too high, but they are high, and the reality of that is low. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you, it's low. You know, it's very low. But that's why I say to all my fellas, I say to all my ladies, right? Communication is the key. You want to find out about a person, ask questions. Don't wait until you get in a relationship and then you want to ask questions. Before you get in that relationship, go ahead and ask as many questions as you want to. As many questions as you think that you might need to know before you jump into a relationship. Because whenever it's a relationship and the sex starts getting involved, you start liking, loving each other, it's hard to break apart. I'm going to stop talking. I want y'all to go ahead and finish the rest of this interview. Tell me what you think. Leave your comments. Subscribe. And I'm going to see you on the next video. And
Let me say this. It doesn't matter how much more I make than him. If he can provide for us and provide a quality of life for us, I don't really give it.
But
I don't care.
You the one that's doing that.
For myself.
But if you're clearly at a level where you can take care, like, so he don't necessarily got to put, and he could be a provider and a protector
take care
without
of my man financially.
Yeah.
I don't, for me personally, I wouldn't, only because it would put me too much in an alpha space.
Y'all would be equally yoked.
And then I don't know how much my old norm would not come out. And because I know myself,
that we be
that respect
searching for when we enter the house wouldn't be
when
there.
you say daddy's home, that means more than just your home and your present.
So now you just narrowed your circle so much smaller, because now you got to have a high functioning, high value.
Yes.
Like,
and let me tell you something though.
Rich ass man.
Or at least if he ain't rich, he got to be doing something that makes. And I'm not saying rich, he just has to be
rich in spirit.
This is what I've learned, Nick. This is what I've learned. I've learned that it's not the amount of money that someone makes that creates the quality of life. Because I have constituencies that make way less and way more than me.
Right.
And my constituents that make way more, I'm talking about astronomically more than me, I live the same quality of life they do.
So you just want somebody with some initiative and some aspirations and dreams.
I'm 41. So somebody who, he ain't, I'm not.
Is he done dreaming? Can he be a younger man?
He may have to, because I want a man with no kids, because I want my own family.
You want a man with no kids?
So go on down,
This nigga ain't out there. You looking for Jesus.
Yes.
And he still ain't came back.
Can we please find Jesus? You know, Jesus.
You want a single,
Jesus could carry the cross.
rich,
Jesus could be
high functioning, smart.
Yes.
That nigga is
Jesus
not. He got
Jesus
bitches.
Jesus could be crucified and saved and resurrected. Yes. God, bring me Jesus.
There is no single man with no kids that is rich.
Nick,
I date them. Not know.
I date them. I date them all the time.
They ain't where they at.
Baby, I date them. They're dating. We're still dating. I don't have to rush into marriage because
that are single.
Yes.
Fully single.
Fully
not
single.
Just you.
Fully single.
No kids.
Fully single. No kids, baby. And they're younger though. They're 32, 33. They're younger.
Okay,
yes. I'm not saying they 40. They are younger.
All right. But even those dudes, come on now.
No,
You telling me those men that you talking about don't got options?
I'm sure they do, but why? I'm not concerned with options.
And so, okay, so because as high valued as you are and as high functioning you are, they're probably that's why they got those.
I want to say that this is the thing about being high functioning and calibrating someone who's high functioning. It's very good, but you got to be ready for that because they also come on their square as well saying, I'm high functioning. And so I may not tolerate you when you decide if your old habits come in to run this muck.
Yeah.
So what I've learned through this is if my old habits is something that's going to be more overtaken in the relationship, then I gotta accept a low functioning man. Just like you with the low functioning woman you deal with, because he has to be able to tolerate my stuff.
Yeah.
But if I do get with a high functioning man equally yoked to me, then there is gonna be a lot of awareness I have to have because he's also like me, not going to tolerate low functioning behavior that is abusive or disrespectful.
That's if you two are being at your perfection, high functioning. But that shit ain't always gonna happen.
But it shouldn't happen. No, it shouldn't happen. It should be we're both high functioning enough to stick through this stuff.
Yeah.
Not to not have toxicity. Remember I just said
because an alpha male who has everything that you desire and he's young. He gonna act out of ego. He's gonna act out of certain.
100%. His emotional intelligence isn't all the way there yet. You're right.
Yeah. So
you're right.
And in that, you're gonna have to put up with some shit.
You're right.
And therefore,
absolutely.
I mean, I wish you the best.
But that's where the maturity of we're gonna go through some dysfunction, and it's not about the dysfunction. It's about us sticking through it to get to the promised land. The promised land comes over and over and over again. It's not one landing.
I'm not disagreeing.
When you flee and come back and you guys get to a resolve, that's the promised land. And then when